Welcome to the Able Farmer channel. We have an awesome project to do today. Something I need to fill you guys in on that I'll address more at a later date. But recently we are starting to breed some dogs, and I just wanted to show you our kennel that we got. So yes, there's the dog kennel. So I'm going to get more into that here in the future. But the video isn't really about the dog kennel itself today. But what I'm doing is I am running water to the kennel. That way I can hook a power washer up to it and I can spray out their kennels and keep everything nice and clean. And also have, you know, nice clean water for water access for, you know, watering them. And so what my plan is, if you guys remember the video I did about the self-cleaning duck pond, I'll put a card up here. And check that out to see exactly how that worked. But what I'm doing is I'm going to tee into that line, and we're going to dig a trench, and we are going to hook a hydrant up. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to modify the bucket up at the top where the spring comes out, and I am going to run that into a 55-gallon drum, and we are going to use that drum as a holding tank. And this is pretty much going to be kind of like a redneck water tower. It's going to work the exact same way. So my plan is I'm going to have a 55-gallon drum holding tank up above. It's going to gravity feed down, and I will be able to open up the hydrant and have full force water coming out of that hydrant. And I should be able to hook a hose on there that runs to my power washer, and I should be able to power wash. And anyway, that is today's project. I hope you guys stick around and watch, and let's go ahead and get started. I ought to be able to break something with that. You see here that I tied into my duck pond, and I ran a new line. And then I attached it right here to a hydrant. Now, we're gonna get down to the duck pond now. Alright, you see on the duck pond I have the water shut off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this valve right here. That way I can restrict the water flow going into the duck pond better. Because if I cut it off here, it actually will spray the water out. So I wanted to find a better way that I can restrict the flow. That way I can allow the 55-gallon drum to completely fill with water. Otherwise, if water goes into the drum just as fast as the water comes out of the drum, then I won't have any water in the drum. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to cut about 3 inches or so off the pipe like that. Slide a hose clamp on, and hopefully we go. On like so. Come on, guys. Like that. Now I'm gonna take this. Slide on like that. There. That way I can restrict the flow down here and get exactly where I want to be. Alright guys. Alright, for you long time watchers, do you remember this setup with my spraying? I have exactly how this works on video, so if you'd like to go back and check that out, you can. But we are going to modify this today to make a redneck water tower. So you can see the old setup. I had the overflow from my cistern runs down in here into this bucket, and it fills this bucket, and then it runs down in there and supplies my duck pond. We're just going to put this on steroids and make this bigger. So let's go ahead and start setting this up. There we go. Well, beautiful. I think I got it. Alright guys, my battery died. Sorry about that. Heck of a time for that to happen. But I'll show you what I did here real quick, okay? See here. Alright. You can see I have my pipe coming down out of the spring, and I ran it straight through this 55-gallon drum and down and out the other side. Now the section of the pipe that is inside the barrel, I drilled holes up underneath the pipe. That way the water will fall and drop into the barrel. And so now the barrel is completely full. So I have about 50 gallons of water with that water pressure pushing down on my outlet pipe where my bulkhead is. So that water pressure should be forcing the water down the pipe, down the hill, and down to my dog kennel, which is right there. So that is the plan. Water comes in the barrel, excess comes out, water pressure pushes it down to the duck pond and my dogs. So anyway, let's get down and see if it works. Alright, you can see that I restricted the water flow into the pond, and that is to obviously allow the water to back up. And I control that with this valve. If I were to let this all the way open, water would be coming out of here so fast that my barrel could essentially be empty. Because if the water obviously goes into the barrel the same rate that the water's coming out, I won't have the reserve up there in the tank. So by restricting my water flow back to just a dribble, that is enough to keep the water flowing through the pipe, keep my pond full, but yet keep the back pressure and the water pressure up there for when I want to run the water up by the dog kennel. Okay guys, moment of truth. You think there will be any water come out? Yeah! Look at that. Look at the force of the water coming out. That is awesome. Right there is a redneck water tower.
Yeah.
That's how it's done, everybody. It worked. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.